So that's one of the partners of this tour, Jelastic. So there's two partners on this tour that do containers. One is Jelastic, and the other one is Oracle, right? So we're gonna have later on, we're gonna record a video of both of those guys to make it very easy for you guys to experiment those things. But you know, I'm just gonna, if you come to this URL here, oops. If you come to this URL here, you know, jelas.com/java-cloud-hosting. Okay, if you're in the computer right now, you can do this right now, right? Because that's going to be very fast. I suggest if you're in the computer, if you can do this with the computer, that's going to be easier for you. jelas.com/java-cloud-hosting. Right? When you get here, what's going to happen is there's going to be some talks about us here. Forget it. None of this matters. Right? You come here to the bottom here, and what's going to happen is a lot of the technology we're talking about here, right? So you're going to have Tom EE, you have the Glassfish server from Oracle. That's a Java EE server, Java EE 8 server, Glassfish 5. You have Couchbase, you have Wi-Fi, you have a lot of technology you're having here. This here is a button. All of those things are running inside containers. So you have your normal application servers here running inside containers. So at one time, you can experiment with containers and at the same time, experiment with the technology we've been talking here about, right? So, you know, if you come here, for example, let me just click here and click on Tommy. What's going to happen is that you're going to get a free access to this company here. Okay, come on, please work. I've got lots of pop-ups in my screen saying the certificate is wrong. So I'm not sure if that's reload here somehow. All right, so you're gonna get this here, and you can put your name, Bruno. Oops. Bruno, your email. You can call me. You can access me at Bruno at code4.life, right? If you want, you can get my name. Company, Tools Cloud, that's my company, right? And then, you know, just press install. What's going to happen here is, I'm not going to do this right now, but what's going to happen here is that once you do this, you're going to get an email back, and there's a button. You say yes, I want to deploy, and we're going to start for you a series of containers running on. You're going to start a series of containers running on your own cloud environment, right? So you can have your full Glassfish server, your full Tom EE server. We're doing a special deal for you guys here. It's a free trial that you can play around with for 14 days, I think. So 14 days with extra resources, right? So you can, you know, when you get the free trials on those companies, sometimes it's like just a little bit of things. You can't try everything, but we're giving here like a full access to a lot of cool stuff, right? So you can have Docker images running here. You can have your own stuff running here. And you're going to start those servers running here for you. And so you know, so for example, I created here an auto-scalable Glassfish server. So just with one click of a button, you will come here, we'll deploy the server for you. So it's an auto-scalable Glassfish server. It will automatically, if you see that there is a load balancer, there is 2 workers containers that will actually handle the processing. You know, so basically it will, if you throw more load at it, it will automatically create more workers. It will automatically balance the load. If you stop throwing load at it, it will automatically reduce the number of loads. So all of the servers, you're gonna do this. And what you're running here, you're not running virtual machines. Each one of those guys is running inside a container. It's a Docker container that you can run, and you can actually make other experiments here. You can come here and you can do like a marketplace, for example. Do an experiment with something. You know, I don't know. You said wiki, right? Let's say you want to experiment with any wiki. I can come here and see which wiki there's here. Which wiki is one here?
Let's try DocuWiki.
DocuWiki. So you can click here, and it's going to be a DocuWiki install, right? That you can just click install, and it will, give an environment, press install, and so it will deploy DocuWiki inside a container for you, right? So all of those guys here will deploy the application with the database, everything inside different containers, so you can play around with those things, right? And you can just ignore this right now. It's gonna be preparing it. If you want to create a more sophisticated thing, you can come here to create environment, for example, and what kind of thing you want to run: PHP, Ruby, Node, Python, Docker, right? Docker containers, right? So you can come here, Docker containers. You can select a container, for example. You can search a container online. Otavio showed this, right? Didn't show search containers online. So I can.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't do? Okay, right. So you can come here. Yeah, I'm just kind of slow, so I'm not going to do Docker now. But you can search directly from the Docker repository and install things like Cassandra, for example. Otavio showed about Cassandra. You can install Cassandra server. You can do this, or you can do like, I want to run my Java application, right? So what is it you want to do for load balancing? Nginx or Apache or HA proxy, Varnish server. Let's just do Nginx. I like Nginx. What do you want for application server? Right? Do you want Tomcat, Jetty? Which one do you want? Come on, choose one. Jetty what? Jetty 9? Okay, Jetty 9. And Java, what Java do you want here? J8's fine. So what do you want for cache? Main cache is okay. For database, right? Let's say I want a Postgre. I like Postgre. What do you want for NoSQL? Cassandra, right? Which Cassandra, Otavio? Cassandra 3? NoSQL, no Cassandra. Each one of those guys is running their own containers, right? So you're going to create the environment. It's not like one machine with all those things installed. It's each one's running its own container, separate container. I can just choose it here. Oh, I want my Jetty. I want to have 3 nodes of Jetty, right? And each node, I want to say, I want each node, oh yeah, because I'm running the trial here, so I can just have 34 cloudlets, right? So let's say I want 16 cloudlets, it's like more memory for my server, right? My Nginx, I can set up my environment here. So let's put 9 cloudlets here, for example. So I can choose how much memory I give to each one of those guys. Once I'm satisfied, I can see immediately how much it's going to cost if I want to pay for this. But we're just doing the trial right now, so not paying for anything anyway, right? So I'm just going to do create, and then what's going to do is that it will create all the environment for me. When it's finished, I have access to all those servers. There's no server management. I'm not going to log into a server to see, configure this, configure that. It's all done for us. And so you see here the DocuWiki that's just installed here before. But I can come here. So it's creating this environment here for us, right? The one I just created. But I can come here for the DocuWiki, and let's say I can see, for example, configuration, right? And I can take all the configuration is completely available, right? I can come here. Let's say my configuration here for Apache. I have my HTTPD conf. I want to configure this guy, right? So I can click here and edit it. Oh, no, not the name. I want to edit. Okay. So it's going to load the file for me. I can SSH into each of the containers. So for the application, it thinks that's running in a full machine for itself, right? But I can come here, configure any way I want. Can configure all the files doing any way I want. It's completely open for any configuration. But the cool thing is, I can click here on this environment, right? And let's say I can change the configuration topology here. I can increase my resources, or I can actually click on one of these environments, and I can migrate this environment to another cloud provider, for example, or I can, they have data centers in different places, so I migrate to different data centers. So this is, when you're talking about containers, this whole thing about DevOps changed completely the way you operate, right? Because now you're creating containers for you, right? You don't have to. There is an operations guy behind here. So this case here is the guys from Massive Grid. they're the operations guy, right? So on their side, they have lots of machines and they're moving these containers back and forth. They're making sure the memory exists. They're making sure things run. You know, if a machine goes down, the containers are recreated automatically in other machines, right? So they can do all those things without worrying about what you're running, because it doesn't matter, right? Because you put things inside the container. Now they are the ship. They're managing this whole thing, right? So containers is a completely shift of mindset. And if you never heard anything about containers before, take a look at Docker. Take benefit from this experiment. So this experiment here will be live until the end of the tour, right? So you can create your account right now and go play with it for the next couple of weeks, because that will give you a very good idea what containers are, how you can use containers, how you can benefit from containers, log in, use SSH to connect to these containers, play around it, destroy them, you know, create them, stop them, do it, because you're gonna have a nice environment to do this. And I think, you know, it's a great opportunity for us, because instead of you doing like a half-baked trial with just like, you know, very little resources, we actually got those guys to put really good resources into this so you can play with.